Trimble with your readings for September the 3rd through September the 9th. Now, these are general readings, guys. If you would like a personal reading, you may click here. Click here for a personal reading. Listen, guys, if you're new, welcome. I'm so happy that you stopped by, and I really hope that you'll stick around and you'll keep coming back and that you enjoy these readings. And if you're returning, guys, I love you. You're my heart. Thank you so much for being loyal and keep coming back. I want to thank my patrons. My patrons are amazing. Thank you so much for your generosity. And if you'd like to check out my Patreon page, you can click on this link here. I do postings just for the patrons, and there's different levels, so check it out. Now, first of all, I do an astrological report for those of you who haven't been here before, and I put that on every reading as an intro, and then I go into the individual readings, zodiac signs. So there's a lot going on astrologically this week, guys, so I just wanted to mention that. So give me a minute, okay? So on the 5th, Mercury moves into Virgo, and that is Mercury's home, you know, analytical. It feels very comfortable in Virgo. Now, Mercury in Virgo is a great opportunity for you to look at finances, to really kind of analyze what's working, what isn't, and to, you know, make plans for the future. Just be careful not to kind of overanalyze, you know, just kind of take it easy, look at the situation, and figure out what's going to work for you going forward. Now, the next day, Saturn goes direct. Wow, that's 3 planets that have gone direct in the last couple of weeks. We have Mercury, and then the week before last, and then last week we had Mars, and this week we have Capricorn. So things are going to start to move forward. If you've been trying to start things and you've had blockages and some kind of barriers going up and you couldn't get it done, things are going to start moving forward now. So Saturn has been in retrograde since April the 17th, earlier this year. So it's such a relief, you know, that Capricorn is going forward. Saturn is going forward in Capricorn, which is a beautiful thing. This is going to bring focus into our situation. So along with Mercury in Virgo and then Saturn in Capricorn going forward, we are going to start kind of moving and shaking lots of things. I think there's a lot of energy going on, and things are really going to move fast. Now, on the 7th, Mercury in Virgo is trying to Saturn in Capricorn. Well, look, you know, first of all, these planets are going direct, and then they're in this beautiful relationship with one another. So I really feel that this is a perfect time to kind of start something new, at least plan something new, right? Because then we've got the new moon on Sunday. But before I go any further, we also have, at the same time, we've got Mercury trying to Uranus. Uranus is actually in retrograde, and it is in Taurus. So we're going to feel a little pull there, but it's in a good relationship. So kind of nice things might pop up for us, great things. This is really a good time to kind of have a think tank, to really come up with some brilliant creative ideas. So the Sun opposing Neptune, which is retrograde. So this is a brilliant time to really come up with some creative ideas. I mean, that's the energy. We are going to get these amazing creative ideas. Now, it's really good to kind of, you know, present them, get them planned. Don't sign anything yet, because the Sun opposing Neptune can make you a little fuzzy. So, you know, it can have that tendency. So don't just hold off on signing anything or committing to anything, but definitely come up with these brilliant ideas, present them, you know, have meetings, go on interviews. And on the 8th, Venus in Libra is square to Mars in Capricorn. There could be some challenges romantically here. You know, this could be issues coming up in your relationship, in your romantic relationships. This is a time to kind of look at it from a different angle and solve it peacefully. Try a different approach. Look, screaming and arguing never really works, does it? So try to think of stepping back and taking a different view and solving this in a different way, because this is an opportunity for a much deeper connection and getting really close with one another when you resolve it in a peaceful way. So now on this, and then we've got the new moon on Sunday, the new moon in Virgo. Now this is compassionate and creative energy, brilliant ideas. I told you this is all week, but practical, right? Now, and at the same time, Venus enters Scorpio. So this is like very deep, intense feelings and emotions around your loved one. And so this is an intense time. Look, these brilliant ideas are coming to you. It's very important to write them down. It's a new moon. It's your intention. And I've said this before, when you write it down, it's not about writing it down and saying, I intend to do this, I intend to do that, It's about describing how it would feel if that was the case, and as if you are experiencing that. Write that down, because that is the law of attraction. As you're writing that down and you're feeling it, you are attracting it. And what a brilliant way to start an intention on the new moon, and this new moon in particular. So, well, every new moon. I always say that, this new moon. But this is very powerful, creative energy at play during this week, this whole week, guys. So anyway, without further ado, let's go to your cards, shall we? Hello, Cancer. Welcome to your reading for September the 3rd through September the 9th. And the first card out for you, darling. Oh, I nearly tried. It's flying all over the place. Talk about filled with energy. The moon, darling. The moon, that's your planet. It's emotional. It's moody. It throws a light on things. You kind of see things in a different way. You kind of can see the truth. I always think that it kind of brings up the truth sometimes if you're looking. And it's also saying, don't be afraid to look at the shadowy side. Don't be afraid of that. It's like sometimes the fear of it is much bigger than what it is. It's just like a little dark space. You put a light on it and there's nothing there. It's, you know, sometimes our fears are made up of nothing. So don't be afraid to look in the shadows. Don't be afraid to look into things that you may have something that you're afraid of looking at or doing or something. Don't be. Of course, we've got the new moon coming up this week. So you're very emotional. You're definitely going to kind of have emotions this week. You're going to feel it. You're going to be extremely psychic and intuitive this week. You know that when the moon comes in, that's the first thing. It's going to be intuition and psychic ability, Cancer. Go with your gut feeling. Do not ignore your gut feeling this week. It's very important because you are attuned. Rely on it. It's definitely. And guess what is clarifying it? The Wheel of Fortune, darling. It is turning in your direction. I want to sing that song, but I'm trying to stop myself. This is, I feel that your intuition actually and your psychic abilities are really going to change the direction for you and really, you know, really enhance your life in some way, your income, your knowledge. It's so funny because I'm looking at this, and this Wheel of Fortune has, they're all holding kind of books, and what's really interesting is the next card is the Eight of Pentacles. This is about study. This is about learning everything you can. It's about really getting into the nitty-gritty and putting your nose to the grindstone and spending all the time, extra time that you have, into studying your profession or your life purpose or whatever it is. But, you know, become the expert. This is the Apprentice card. So this is really focusing on it. And guess what's clarifying it? The same card. In this deck, it's the Eight of Pentacles. The Eight of Coins, the Eight of Pentacles. This really is about studying. It's really about learning everything. It's about trying to look at something in a different way, from a different angle. Look, even masters can become, you know, master teachers. You see what I'm saying? It's like you're being asked to really put the time and energy and effort into your profession, your job, your career, whatever it is that you're doing. If you haven't got a life purpose, then maybe it's time to start taking classes in that direction. You know, ask yourself what really kind of feeds your soul. Because honestly, your life profession, your life purpose is something that you are very passionate about, and it is meant to be shared. So you never have to guess. You don't when you find your life purpose. So now, the next card is the Knight of Coins, right? Now this is all about movement, right? It's about moving forward. But the Knight of Coins is known as the Green Knight. I always think Virgo's in play. This is an Earth. Virgo is the sun's in Virgo right now, and this is definitely about manifesting. This, you know, the coins and the earth signs are about manifesting. It's all about, but the knights are about moving forward. Now this guy is kind of the only knight that kind of stands still, because he's standing still. It's not like he's not ready to move. He's ready to move. He's gallant, he's courageous, he is righteous, and he's there to serve and protect, right? So he's very ready. He's at the ready. But he kind of surveys the land, and he makes a strategic move forward. He keeps going forward one step at a time. So he moves forward strategically and methodically. And that's what you're being asked to do when the knight comes in. It's about determination, but it's not about rushing in. It's not about being rash. It's about being contemplative and being, you know, smart and making an intelligent move. And you've got the King of Pentacles clarifying it. He loves rich kind of possessions. He loves beauty. He loves opulence. He loves luxury. He loves to possess things, right? But he knows that that's through hard work. I'm getting here that you are going to get what you want, but you must understand it's through hard work and it's through perseverance. So this is about becoming a master in your field, Cancer. And it is about determination and perseverance. It's keep moving forward. It's doing what you need to do, and really trust on your intuition and psychic abilities, because that's going to get you further. But keep going, darling. Keep on moving. Cancer, thank you so much for tuning in. Please don't forget to like this video, share it on your social media, and comment, darling. I love comments and feedback. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. Mwah! I love you all, and I'll see you next week. For a personal reading with Mary, go to www.liveinthesolution.com.